Hey, what's up guys? So today we are going to explore this tiny device. This one is called Sony Xperia U, released back in 2012. It was a budget device back then. See, this thing is really beautiful. As you can see here, the design and the build quality is also pretty awesome on this device. So it got a light strips here actually, which change color according to the theme or whatever you're playing, or if you like viewing some pictures, it will change the color. So in front we got a 3.5-inch TFT display over 200 ppi. It's looks awesome actually. And on the right hand side we do have power button, volume rockers, and two-stage shutter button. Left hand side we have a micro USB port which used for data syncing, and also it does support OTG. So if you want to connect your keyboard or if you use mouse, you can connect with this port and it will work perfectly fine. On the top we got a 3.5mm headphone jack and also a microphone. So as you know, I have reviewed a earphone few days back, and this one is KJ earphone, and this earphone actually suck a lot of power, and this device can drive this earphone actually perfectly fine. I did try this earphone with few other devices. Some of them cannot drive this earphone properly, but this device can drive this earphone properly actually. So going with other thing of this device, on the back we got a 5 megapixel autofocus camera with LED flash, and the branding is here. And on the bottom we have a lanyard hole and a microphone hole, and also you can change this cover actually. You can remove this like this and you can change it with different one. I do have another one actually, so I have another pinkish one. So as you can see here, we can use this one too. So it's pretty easy and you can change it anytime. So let's turn this device on. By the way, the spec of this device actually, it's running on Android 2.3 Gingerbread, although this device can be updated to Android 4.0, but now you can't really do that because the software is not available, and also it cannot be updated using Sony's Xperia companion application. It doesn't recognize this device, so you cannot update this device right now. And another thing about this device, got only 8 GB of internal storage and you cannot extend the storage, so there is no micro SD card support for this device. Processor here is actually dual core and it got 512 MB of RAM. So the spec is pretty good for the device actually, but the OS it's running on, it's not really that great. So let's unlock the device. And as you can see here, I already set it up this device and I've been using for 3-4 days now. I did put my SIM card here, which is working perfectly fine, no issue. It got 3G support, so SIM card is working perfectly fine, no issue with that. So as I said, this device is running on Android 2.3. so if I go here about device, as you can see here, this device is running on Android 2.3.7 and other things are here. There is nothing much going on. Going back, all the settings are pretty much similar to other Android 2.36 devices. So but as this device is Xperia device, there are few more function. Like if you go to Xperia option, there are some connectivity and internet setting option, and if you go to display section, there is some Bravia engine there actually, and you can change the theme actually of this device. If you go to theme section and if you change the theme, the color strip will change the color. So if I choose blue one, so as you can see here, it's changed the color to blue, and if I change it to green color, it will change the color to green, as you can see here. And if you go to theme section, let me put it in the default one right now, so pinkish one. So as you can see here, it looks good actually, it looks very good, and this device looks really good. And this strip also works as a notification LED. Also there is another notification LED is here, and the bridge front camera is also there. Going back in the sound section, there are a few other things, like you can use xLoud, and if I go to phone ringtone, the speaker quality is not really that great. So as you can see here, it's not really that great, but it is there. And there is nothing much going on in the setting. We have location, and this device got GPS support and privacy, storage and other things. Nothing much going on rather than that. And it does work with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, it still works. So I did connect to my Wi-Fi. 2.4 GHz only support. Going back, in terms of application, as you can see here, it got a lot of application, and currently I did install few other application. yeah, I did not able to install this application directly from the device. I have to download them on my PC and copy them over here and just install them. So basically, if you download any application, you have to download specifically for this Android version 2.3. If you download directly from any source, it's not going to work. So as you can see here, I did install few games here. They do work perfectly fine. So in terms of application, there are a lot of things going on, and the Play Store doesn't work. You cannot log into Play Store anymore. The maps does work, but it's not really that much reliable anymore. And other things like Gmail is there, Update Center is there. There are few other applications which kind of not really useful anymore. And as you can see here, there is WhatsApp too, which doesn't work. And in terms of browsing, I did install VIA browser. So if I open VIA browser, it does work actually, and it takes time. You cannot really do like, you cannot watch YouTube videos here anymore. You cannot browse Facebook. So if I like try to go with Facebook right now, it's really difficult to type on this device because of maybe the digitizer is not really that great, or it's the UI is not really that great. So as you can see here, maybe I can do like this, or so there is a lot of issue going on, as you can see here. So it's, in terms of browsing, it's really difficult to browse on this device. And so in terms of gaming, as I said, I did install few games. So if I run Temple Run works perfectly fine actually. So if you want to play some games on this device, still you can play. And it takes time, and if I want to play now, so it is working. So this game is working perfectly fine, no issue. And the only game which is not working is Temple Run 2, which I didn't install the proper version for this device, but still it doesn't work. So as you can see here, it will stuck here actually and gone. So this game doesn't work, but Subway Surfer does work. So if I open Subway Surfer working. So Subway Surfer is working. And you can still play few older stuffs here actually if you want. So other things like, there is a music player, which is one of the most interesting thing of this device actually. As I said, it can drive the KJ earphone I use. And if I go to music player, so as you can see here, the light strips change the color according to the album art. So if I go to another one, album art is changing. So as you can see here, blue, and so it's good actually. So now let's play a song. As I said, the speaker quality is not really great, but if you use earphone, it's going to blow your mind. It's really good. And other thing you can do is camera. So as I said, it got 5 megapixel camera with autofocus. It does take picture, not really good picture, it does take picture. So as you can see here, I can take picture and take, and also we can switch to front camera. It's a VGA camera, so there is nothing to do with that camera, and you can shoot up to 720p video. There is nothing much going on in the camera UI actually. You can't do much with the camera UI. There is few more functions here, but not really useful for today's standard. So in terms of usability of this device in today's world, is not really that great. You can do phone call, you can do messaging, and if you want, you can listen to music. But one downside of this device right now is that it doesn't support any kind of SD card. So you are stuck with 4 GB of internal storage. So in terms of usability, these are the things you can do, and the device works perfectly fine. It's a tiny device, it looks pretty nice, and it's a great device actually. It looks good, although you cannot do nothing much with this device, but it's a pretty good device. So that's all about Sony Xperia U. I will try to install custom ROM on this device later on, and I will upload video. But for now I could not able to find any kind of custom ROM for this device. I did able to unlock the bootloader of this device, and I'm going to review some custom ROM for this device later on. So that's all about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.